You can see discharges everywhere. They discharge in all sizes from molecular level to the galactic level. On Earth, they form huge arches between a positive point on the ground to a negative point on the ground. The Sun is covered with these discharging arches, which can be easily seen because of the heat and light they create. On Earth, they are much weaker, so they don't create light. They create these discharges from water to water or land to land, forming arches in the sky. These are mostly unseen unless they interact with dirt or dust, or they create tube clouds and rotating storms. The Sun is continuously creating massive amounts of new charged particles as it moves around the Earth and ionizes the water in the equatorial regions. In the process of trying to discharge, these moving charges form magnetic fields. The positive magnetic fields are diverging, creating tubes. The negative particles squeeze together to move inside the tubes. At the opening, there can be some discharges, but since they are both moving towards each other, most of the negative charged electrons converge and squeeze together, moving inside the positive tube. The negative charges are green in the drawing and are moving towards the right in the picture. The positive charges are red and are moving in the opposite direction. Both of these streams of charges are creating a magnetic field, as shown by the fuzziness around the green and red moving charges. These magnetic fields actually hold the moving charges apart and stop them from discharging. So they are creating their own insulation, just like the coaxial cable you see above. These discharges can last for seconds, hours, even days or weeks in our atmosphere. At some point, one of these streams of charged particles will run out of charges. As it does, the coaxial magnetic tube start to break apart, which then allow for positive and negative charged particles to discharge at the break. Since no one has mentioned this in the scientific literature, I believe I have discovered something new. I have named them McLaines Coaxial Magnetic Tubes, since they create what we know as coaxial cables in the air between positive and negative sources of charged particles. If you turn my drawing upright, it is negative on the top. You have the basic structure of all counterclockwise rotating storms. If you turn it the other way with positive on the top, you have the basic structure of all clockwise rotating storms, which is what you see in the southern hemisphere. I know this must be true because this agrees with Maxwell's equations of divergence and curl.